Okay, example 6, again, we're solving by quadratic formula. We want to make sure we separate out these numbers so that one side equals 0. That would give us x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Once one side is 0 and it's in standard form, we can figure out our a, b, and c values. Make sure you are looking for negatives when you do that. Okay, once we know a, b, and c, we plug it into the quadratic formula where we have x equals the opposite of b, so negative 3, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 3 in parentheses squared, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2 times a. Okay. Because we want exact answers, we're going to start by typing that discriminant into the calculator. So the rest of the equation is going to stay pretty much the same for now. On the bottom, you can multiply. So we have 3 squared minus 4 times a times c. Okay. This one, we get the square root of 49. Now this 49 is positive or greater than 0. So because it's positive and greater than 0, that tells us we're going to get 2 real solutions. That means there should be no i's anywhere in our answers here. Okay, so once we simplify, hopefully you know that the square root of 49 is 7 because that one is a perfect square. This is going to be all over 2. From here, again, we should get 2 different answers, one where we add and one where we subtract. So for adding, we would end up with x equals negative 3 plus 7 all over 2. If you are using your calculator to solve this, you need to either use parentheses around the top part, or you need to add them together, hit enter, and then divide by 2. So if you look at the calculator, you can see I added them together to get 4 and then divided by 2 to get 2. If you were to type this all together without using parentheses, you would get the wrong answer of 1/2. And that's because your calculator divided 7 divided by 2 and then it added the negative 3 to it. So make sure you either do it in 2 separate steps like I showed before, or you use parentheses around the numerator. So negative 3 plus 7, that makes it do that first, and then you can divide by 2. So for this one, we know that it gives us the answer of x equals 2. Okay, then we need our second to subtract. So we'll have x equals negative 3 minus 7 all over 2. And again, if you want to use your calculator, you can. Type in the top part first, so negative 3 minus 7, hit enter, and then divide that result by 2. So this one, our final answer, we get x equals negative 5. And there are our 2 real solutions. Okay, so that gave you an example of where you got either 1 real solution, 2 imaginary solutions, and then 2 real solutions. This last one, example 7, you should try this on your own and then check your answer just to make sure you know how to do the problem independently. And if you really struggle with it, make sure you ask questions.